Just at this point, I feel like half is over. Is it like over half his game's Venomancer at this point?
He's a pretty filthy player. Sveno time and time again. Very annoying, dirty hero to play against. And
I gotta say, his Veno is a lot better than his Viper.
Yeah, that's quite possible. I love that little taunt noise.
Just flops over.
Yeah. I still remember, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, Brax, when he was like playing for some NA Dota team, was like, man, let me tell you about this Banana Mancer Veno cosmetic set I've thought up. And sure enough, they make it in the form of a taunt, you know. He was ahead of his time with the crazy cosmetic route that Dota 2 was going to go. This is no just ho-ho-ha. This is the full-on troll sniper, though, LD.
Yeah, he's got Empower. He's got Battle Trance.
Yeah, he's got some good protection. You know,
he's got some
shields.
Some tankers, yeah, with Lil on the Night Stalker. The Troll, even a pretty good frontliner.
The jump for him is mostly just the Sand King. So that means, like last game, needs to see Zai really have a good game, get that fast blink dagger up, because closing the gap game to the sniper is not something Veno can particularly excel at. Enigma also not exactly the greatest for that role, so yeah, I think they need to not make sure this game does not drag out. This is definitely a game where I feel EG's draft is on a little bit of a timer.
So Mel is going to get that early harass from Lil, trying to give no one a better start. Yeah. He's chewing through his regen pretty rapidly, but just looking to complete the bottle. So we'll take stock of the overall lanes here. Pasha, probably the player that had by far the roughest laning stage on the Shaker last time. He will be the mag this time around, so at least has an escape mechanism. But again, it is Zai who can rotate in and look for some pressure. You can see Pasha is going to start right away with the teleport scroll.
Yeah. Like the thing the panel mentions, like just a hero that can go to that lane and just spam Shockwave, get some CS, and maybe make the most out of this lane.
And catch up as well. Like even if you have a bad lane, at least Mag can go to the jungle with Empower.
Yep.
Did skill skewer level 1 though, so already ensuring maximum chance of escape. On the other off lane, we have Universe playing Enigma up against the safe lane Ramsey's Troll. So far, going okay. Universe does favor this boots first build just to ensure that he's not going to get picked off when he's up against these dual lanes. And already Ramsey's in solo, trying to punish these Eidolons. A little extra gold for the Troll.
A lot of pressure on this mid lane, and before these bottles come out, Sumail and Crit are fairly vulnerable. But double bottles is just about to be online, so both Io and Bristle are going to have one. Now they're going to have all the mana and health in the world, and this lane will swing into the Radiant's favor, despite the early CS going heavily in Sniper's favor.
Yeah, no one might need to carry a teleport scroll, as Sniper can pretty easily be run down and dove under the tower by this duo, even with just, say level 3 or 4. But there is no way to cancel a TP for this duo, so potentially a solution he looks for as well, and we'll see how things develop. For now, the rune spawning. That first rune will go the way of no one.
Oh, he tethered the creep. Crit. Slight misclick there, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're also not going to get the runes. As you can see, the control is there by Lil. Contesting his top batting rune, force Universe to grab it, and then the actual main rune grabbed by no one. So you're going to run your mass bottles, but at the very least, we'll be limited a bit.
Lil's in trouble here, actually. He needs to find a way out. The Eidolons do not fully block him, though.
Crit doing some extra work here, can potentially use this tether to help chase Lil down. Tethering to Zai, who cuts him off at the pass. The TP Shrine rotation nets him a kill, and Lil gets punished. It is a unique aspect of Lil's support play, guys. He loves to be really aggressive, like at the mid lane, often behind the towers. In this case, trying to contest the Enigma, but EG quick with the rotation and the punish.
It's one of the most creative 4-position players and very aggressive, like you say, always in these deep positions. And I think there he expected Universe just to finish jungling the camp so he could leech experience. The Universe is like, I'm going to chase you out, and actually, we've got a first blood here with the Sand King rotation, so Lil gets punished, but instantly back in the game. He's TPing bottom, already looking to get aggressive once again.
And one of those things about Enigma that you can often forget is he actually hits very hard even early in the game. As Zai dukes it out with Lil here in the woods. Again, he's going for the points in Sandstorm, at least early, so does not seem to favor Caustic as much as other Sand King players. Interesting to see that particular diversion or difference in style.
I mean, the main thing is the ability to jungle. Level 4 with the 2 points in Sandstorm. You're quite an effective jungler, so you actually get the faster Blink Dagger, I believe, with this build. perhaps like a one value point in Caustic you could use to maybe jungle a little bit, but like Zai's very efficient. He actually just stacks a big camp, he picks up a bounty rune, and then he'll probably look to go roam, pressure a lane, because he can't farm those stacks until he has at least level 2 Sandstorm. But this is like the old school way to play Sanking. We used to see a lot of 4-position Sanking like a couple years ago, and that was before I think Caustic got the buff where it applies the slow and explode when the duration ended. It used to only explode when you got a last hit. That was when Sand Kings would always skip the spell and get Sandstorm, and just jungle with level 2 Sandstorm.
And no one getting some pressure here from the Spirits of Crit. Manages to hit him with the full volley. Sumail lobbing out the goo, has the illusion, take the tower. Zai comes in from behind again at Zai with these beautiful flanks right as the nighttime hits. That's supposed to be VP's time to shine. The Night Stalker TP mid will get canceled. And it'll be another takedown on the sniper. You don't expect a rotation like that. Already Zai, and in perfect position, as you mentioned, that efficiency. He's going to stack the Ancients again for the Bristleback. Something we should highlight about EG, they farm very quickly, gods. And although it looks like on paper maybe they're slightly losing the farm war here in the laning stage, they can catch up with this jungle camps, and that's exactly what Zai and Crit now look to do.
Yeah, just great moves from Zai, and the ward coverage from EG was fantastic there. They have all the wards up in the world, whereas VP have been a little bit lazy with their warding. Solo has not wanted to leave his lane, which has meant he hasn't been able to go and get any wards up. Only now he smokes up with Lil. Darkness hits, and VP want to try and bounce back with a kill of their own, as well as getting down some nice
for Universe,
wards.
And they're in good position here. Lil's going to catch him out to start Solo. Does have to hold on to that glimpse as a viable way to cancel the TP, and Universe will get surrounded. VP, first night assault, a success, but meanwhile in the mid lane, no one also in danger. Will he be able to make it out of here? Does throw out the Assassinate, forcing Zai on his heels. Solo out of mana, unfortunately for him, as the Bristleback moves in a bit too far. He'll go down. Crit not there with the assist. It's all crumbling for EG. Over eager mid, and VP with the massive punish. They grab 3. Huge win for them.
Yeah, what a turnaround. I think Sumail was hoping for another spray coming out of his Bristleback, but he was kind of fighting them face on, and as a result, he didn't actually get another Bristle proc to maybe bring down that Sniper. It would have been close anyway. Sniper has gone for a very stat-heavy early game build. I like no one's response to this very heavy pressure mid lane. Double Wraith Band, Magic Wand, going to go for the Tread straight up as well. He just wants all the survivability he can get.
They're coming right back to Universe. They know he doesn't have a ward, else he would have backed from that previous rotation a bit sooner. And they go in with the Thunderstrike. Lil, Void already committed, but they still have this glimpse if necessary. And Universe, only level 4 at this stage of the game. Lil, almost even with them there. Solo drops low to the Eidolons. Looks like he should make it out. This is a slight downside to running the Venomancer gods. It's like you're not really afraid of his rotation, so they're able to go for these aggressive tower dives.
It's just Sand King who can make those moves. His TP was on cooldown, I believe, from the earlier move towards mid lane, but can't really rely on Zai to always be there to bail you out, to get those counter kills, to make the plays happen. Lil scouting out EG once again. They're just farming up some jungle camps here. Crit needs to be a little bit careful, but there's no friends in the neighborhood for Lil's Night Stalker.
Yeah, and a big difference from last game, Pasha is not dying. I'm sure, maybe didn't have the easiest lane at the start, but as the rotations have come from EG towards mid, he's found extra farm at 26 CS, actually out-farming Universe. Not often you see an off-lane mag beating an off-lane Enigma for farm at this stage.
This is why this pick works a lot better for him. It's like a sit back, throw your nuke and farm. Earthshaker, you've got Fissure, but it's not really a spammable spell in that lane. And it's also here that doesn't have an escape like the Magnus does. So it was a very good adjustment going into this game to pick an offlaner that's going to match up better against the Veno.
What sort of adjustments are you looking for from EG right now, as Arteezy will get caught out, but he should be fine?
I think the big thing is to start trying to take those towers with Arteezy. He last game took the very early tier 1 bottom, that freed up a lot of space, and then he made the rotation top to take the towers up there. Troll's actually not too bad at dealing with those Plague Wards though, can kill them faster than a lot of other heroes, is pretty good.
Sniper's quite good against them as well.
Yeah, so I feel like he's not going to be able to cause as many issues, but get Sand King a blink perhaps is the other big thing, but even Sand King is not all that farmed. Has just been roaming around playing very selflessly, so that farm is not going to be coming anytime soon for Zai. It does feel like EG are just going to have to play the farming efficiency game, and there's no real big adjustment as far as like making plays go this early on. It's just about farming, getting our core items, getting our levels, and then looking to fight VP. Avoid their aggression. A lot easier now, it's daytime.
Solo with this big pressure. No one's looking for the assist with the Assassinate. He gets eyes on Crit, and pew pew, down he goes. Nice pick off there. Even Sumail pretty low. needs to be careful. Man, that aggression from Disruptor during the daytime, too. It's been role reversals so far this game. Solo has Stick. Could maybe just about glimpse Zai back, but meanwhile, no one in the mid lane. Duke it out with Sumail, and wisely, he will TP away. A nice solution to the Bristleback IO chase.
Bottom lane Arteezy's even getting harassed constantly by this Shockwave and can't really stick around in this lane.
Yeah, speaking of harassed, Pasha's very low too.
Arteezy does bring out a salve, so he'll be able to kind of hold his own a little bit longer, whereas Magnus will have to make the trip back to base. But problem is, Arteezy hasn't been able to take this tower just yet, and Magnus is, if he wants, just going to come right back to this lane very soon. Keep on spamming Arteezy, and all it takes is one TP. The Disruptor pick is very good at punishing Venomancer getting aggressive, because you can TP in, and even if Venom runs away, you've got the glimpse to pull him back and bring him down. So this time around, they do not lack disables as far as canceling those teleportation scrolls go.
Plenty of tools to deal with them, and remember, it is daytime, so more pressure on EG to get things accomplished. VP very content to sit back and farm. They certainly got fantastic late game here with the Magnus, 2 very hard scaling carries, and even a support duo that offers you a lot later on. It's certainly pressure on EG to make things happen. They will finally get that tower bottom. Arteezy's persistence paying off as the Plague Wards and occasional right click slowly whittle it down, but VP have smoke gods, and they're leaving Pasha sitting mid, hoping for an opening. Solo's going to TP bottom. They're going to set up on Arteezy, but Universe has snuck his way into the trees.
Yeah, Pasha should be fairly obvious he's missing at this point. EG have a lot of wards up, but Ramses and Mag both rotating down bottom.
A crit just hit level 6. Maybe can turn this thing around as he tethers in on Arteezy. Arteezy's dangerously low, chasing out Ramses. Doesn't have the firepower just yet. Gets skewered back into an RP. Can crit get the save. He's getting muscled down by no one. It's not happening. No one takes the wanker down.
And Ramses will survive too. Yeah, really good move.
Can Zai be the hero? He gets one with the burrow. Now trying to retreat. Darkness not available yet. Lil is only level 4 at nearly 11 minutes in. Very underleveled.
They cannot kill the Sand King. The Tranquil's too much movement speed.
VP will have to slow things down now, so losing their prized Troll Warlord, but getting something back in return with the Menno kill. And fighting while Sumail is not really ready to join the cause. He has been busy mid, about to grab this tier 1 tower.
Looks like EG just content to play the farm game. That kill for Sand King gets it solo, suddenly skyrockets his farm. He's level 7 with 1,500 gold. It looked like the blink wasn't going to be all that fast this game, but that changed in no time at all.
Sumail feels confident with the Vanguard. Does have crit coming back in, and they are going to relocate here on the bottom lane, straight towards Pasha, chasing out the Magnus. Doesn't have a skewer available. Already committed it on the retreat, but the reinforcements come in. Good glimpse by Solo. And now perhaps they chase, but still not quite night. It's about to strike as the Wolf will howl momentarily, and now EG unlikely to look for those types of plays. So also EG's turn. I mean, we saw it last game, and we're seeing it again this game, God's team struggling to make good use of the IO's mobility to translate it into kills or objectives early on in the game.
When their main reliable lockdown is the Sand King, until they get a blink, they won't have a good setup for the relocate.
Crit, get me out of here, he says, and he tethers his way towards the nukes and will make it out safely, but no, he got pulled back in by Solo from the looks of things. Finished off
Dire Ward
in the
saw
end.
him, I believe, so nice pickoff.
You know, Vision so... I mean, that's the thing with VP. Like, when they used to run the Disruptor, it was always with Slardar, I felt, or very often for the Corrosive Haze Vision, and now when they run it, it's with the Night Stalker. So you've got that great Vision hero to drop deep wards, to potentially just see people as he flies like Batman over the tree lines, and it sets up for the Sniper, and it sets up for the Disruptor, and makes these nice plays possible around the map.
Yep. Again, we'll see Arteezy make this same move. He pushes the tier 1 bottom, then he rotates top. Another tower goes down, and he normally sticks around at this point, taking over the Dire jungle, pressuring the tier 2, keeping VP busy in this top lane.
Top lane, Universe doesn't have the mana for the Black Hole just yet, but they're trying to muscle Ramses down. Good glimpse back, the Static Storm attempts for the TP out, and he also makes it back, but he dies in the well.
Very close.
Unfortunately, Arteezy, though, it took a little extra time to get that kill. Might cost him his life. Solo wins the man fight. The Raptor takes the victory. Suddenly no one gets around it, though, and now EG find their opening with the superior mobility, netting themselves a 2-for-1 advantage, and crucially taking out both of the beefiest cores on the VP side. That is a big win, and gods, they do it at night. Apparently, night is not the Night Stalker's time to shine this game.
I mean, I think plays like that really, to me, just showcase where EG's dominance has been this tournament. And they've had really good drafting, but I don't think they've been like just winning games by outdrafting opponents. It's by making better moves and just great rotations. The use of the relocate there, getting the initial troll kill, bringing the Sand King in as well to get the follow-up kill on the sniper. That was just such good decision-making by EG to collapse on that top lane, knowing how strong a position they had because of Arteezy's Venomancer presence.
Oh, they glimpsed Zai back. Lil was waiting on the glimpse back for an instant Void Silence combo, but Zai a bit too quick on the trigger, so won't be able to translate that into a chase or a potential kill. It's going to slow down a bit now. EG really are taking this time to farm, and VP want to make their moves at night as they smoke up. They're hunting. Sumail might be the one they see first. They get a good high ground ward here, and I think it might have glimpsed Crit.
Can't really kill the Bristle with just these two heroes, though. So.
I mean, you see the Bristle, you know the Io's in the neighborhood, but that's a dangerous place to go for the kills with the Shrine. So instead, VP head to the south and wildly missing on Arteezy.
Yeah.
They thought he juked into the trees. Made him look a little silly. So
Arteezy, good positioning. He's always using these Plague Wards to scout when he's farming. Even a smoke gank coming in, he's positioned such that when the smoke pops, his wards see the heroes and he's still in fog. So some all-around solid play coming out from the Venomancer, keeping himself alive.
AG are really playing that farm game, but you know, good news for VP. They can match the Bristle clearing stacks because they do have Empower, and they have some good flash farming, physical damage from the Troll, the Sniper. And CS-wise, they're doing fine. EG have gone into the Universe Midas. Bristleback has really not participated in too many fights, but that might change now. He gets aggressive, heading towards top to join up with Zai. Do EG look for some sort of push?
They may just look to counter it by maintaining this push at bottom lane, ignoring the mid lane, but they have got relocate in, so if they get a good initiation with Sand King, we could see that Io Bristle.
They find Lil again. We may have seen this movie before. He's going to get slowed down, but this time he's got the night powers. He flies over the trees. He makes it up for now as they jump on Arteezy. Another whiff skewer here by Pasha, but they'll get the kill anyway. Burrow through from Zai. They bring the Night Stalker low. The Rooster crows, and now round two of the fight will begin. Zai scurrying to the north. The Enigma down, and Zai in enemy territory, but Sumail looks to make it home turf for EG. Gets onto Ramses, locks him into position. A great glimpse pulls him away, and now he's lost his precious ball of light. It's all Sumail on his own as Zai gets collapsed upon, finished off too, and now they slow him. They kite the Bristle. He is an absolute beast, though.
I think you let him go.
Do they even try to kill him? VP, they think they can bite into this porcupine. They're going to try.
It's not working,
Respect the Quills. Respect the Quills, and they do slay the beast. They played him like a fiddle. I mean, they almost lost 3 heroes in the process, but instead it's a full team wipe for Virtus Pro.
That took some balls to say, like, let's actually kill this guy. And if that's me, I'm just like, no, we're fine. We won that fight. Let's not risk a Bristle triple kill, but VP kite him just perfectly.
Sniper was hitting very hard there with Empower to the front of the Bristle, because like with 5 heroes, you're facing someone.
He had a DD. No, he got the DD rune afterwards even. Okay, no, he didn't have the DD rune. But
I saw you got a Maelstrom proc when the Bristle was trying to run away from the other VP heroes, so they do have good burst gods.
Really, some fantastic disruptor plays. Solo is definitely the kind of unsung hero when he makes moves like that. He gets the perfect Static Storm kinetic catch onto Universe to stop the black hole, and then it's followed up by a glimpse onto the Bristleback. He's actually doing a perfect job countering the Bristle Io whenever they chase after people. He's often broken the tether with glimpse, and even just forcing the Bristleback, saving his teammates. I feel like that's probably the 3rd time this game we've seen that glimpse back help someone out to keep them alive.
The VP have just been masters of Disruptor for a while now, dating even back to like before Boston. They were running this hero when many other teams weren't. And then that fight also dropped the Static Storm when Universe ran in after the 2 hero burrows, so no chance that he can even think about a black hole play. It's just the Disruptor has been creating all kinds of openings for the team.
He's probably just the best Disruptor player in the world. Like that, I think with how much he's played it, with how proficient he is and what he gets done, I don't think you can really compare it to what any other Disruptor does, but still going to need more to take down EG, even with a 15-6 kill lead. It's only a 2,000 gold lead because of EG's farming efficiency. The Midases, the use of the jungle, and the towers they've claimed, thanks to the Veno and the Bristle, have kept them at least close to VP in terms of overall farm.
Are you happy in an even farm game? If you're EG, are you comfortable taking this late?
You're okay with it. Bristleback is going to match up pretty well against this Sniper Troll. With the evasion he gets from the Solar Crest, he's going to go into a Heaven's Halberd, I imagine, next. Yeah, he's got the Sange and the Talisman queued up. This is an item that's going to cause a lot of problems for Troll. Sniper's got a lot of range, but I believe it's like a 600 cast range on Halberd, so it's pretty ridiculous when you've got a 5.5 second essentially disable for a sniper. You're almost entirely right-click. So I guess if you get halberded, you're just like, well, I can't right-click, I'm going to assassinate someone. So there's at least something you can do, but it's such a hard counter to the sniper that Bristle will scale well, as will Enigma with all the farm he can get. BKB Black Holes this game can be cancelled by the RP if you can position it right, or ideally you just jump the Enigma, kill him before he gets off the BKB Black Hole, but Enigma is one of the best late game heroes to have on your team, so I do like EG's draft as far as how it can scale, but at the same time, VP also have great late game scaling. Mag, Troll, Sniper. It's going to come down to like team fight versus team fight in the late game, and no team with a clear advantage if they're even on farm.
Yeah, the one X factor, probably the Night Stalker then is,
yeah,
you know, if it's
true.
big team fight versus big team fight, whoever has the vision advantage often prevails, and he's really the only vision hero in this game, aside from Plague Wards, but their vision has been nerfed over the years, so pretty limited as far as what they offer you. Both teams pretty good at taking Roche also, should be noted, so a wand fight at this stage almost certainly means that Roche is either taken or buybacks are going to be forced out.
Well, EG's vision is likely going to come from just Sumail running in blindly, thinking, oh, I'm unkillable, I got Naya behind me, which is probably fairly true. He's not a target to an RP.
Now, yeah.
They'll go for a Silver Edge, I can only imagine, on Ramses probably. He's the ideal hero to get it on. He's Yasha Vlad's to start with.
Yeah, he's already got it queued up in the quick buy.
Yasha BKB into a Silver Edge. So it doesn't upgrade the Yasha into anything, just getting it for the cost-effective stats, the farming it gives you, and that's going to be the best way to deal with this Bristle. But the problem is, it's one of those things where this item's being made so expensive that it takes a lot longer to get it as a counter to Bristle. By the time you get it, Bristle has all these items where he doesn't rely on the passive.
You need an MKB now because he's got evasion, and you need a lot more just raw hitting power because he's got the support of crit with the tether overcharge.
He's got 39% evasion with Halberd Solar Crest and a decent amount of armor, as well as a disarm, so very hard to deal with this hero.
And VP are pretty light in the magic damage department heading into the late game, so they will need ways to pierce that evasion. But for now, Towers, no such evasion to work with, and Ramses makes short work of this one mid. So a big objective claimed. VP will have much more access for Lil, and they go for the smoke back play, gods. Looking like they want to retreat, and then thinking twice about it. EG are getting scared. This crit hides in the trees. VP, at the very least, should be able to get some good deep wards down if they have any. They go for the Roche.
Oh, Bristle's TP Disruptor.
Gets glimpsed back. That's not ideal. They do have a relocate. EG aren't going to have a whole lot of time. This Roche already down below half HP, and they do have the Battle Trance activating it now. VP will take the Aegis almost certainly before Zai blinks in. Aegis snagged by no one. VP grab it cleanly, and now hunting for more. They've got Lil already well in front, looking for the openings.
Beware the glimpse back. Luckily, there's no dire ward around that shrine.
I mean, it's like his Disruptor has just been so huge for VP this game.
VP, I think, recognizing that EG is just going to take it late, get some minuses of their own. The minus on Pasha just going to guarantee that he can get some farm, and also the levels. Like, he has some pretty nice talents at level 15. Getting that GPM talent to further increase your gold income means Pasha can become a pretty scary late game force himself. And there we go, he hits it thanks to some bounty runes and Midas usage.
VP just one step ahead of EG now. They scan top, they saw there were heroes behind the Bristle, and instantly they're all bottom, looking for the tier 2. They're going to get there well before EG can threaten anything. There's no tier 2 top. They're not going to push all the way to the base in time. So Virtus Pro, another free tower for them.
For EG, very hard to fight into this Aegis now.
Are you going high ground now?
I think you want to force EG back, yeah. So yes, you go high ground. If EG come back to defend, you may back off, but you see a lot of EG heroes top. You want to punish them and at least get some free damage out. If not, just full out force a fight with this Aegis.
The troll is at your door.
Where's the defense, EG?
And no sign of a defense whatsoever right now. Tower just mowed down. That is scary when you see the tower drop that fast. And this is not with the super late game items picked up yet. No one and Ramses are absolute building demolishers.
Solo.
Unfortunately, Solo may have overplayed his hand here. Gets Hurricane Pike back, but Arteezy sees an opportunity. Once this Disruptor walks right into the Static Storm trap, but with the Blade Mail, that means the Raptors down and VP will lose one. But they'll have to back away.
Some super aggressive play from Solo. When you're in the front lines as a Disruptor, things are either going really well or you've made a mistake. And he tried to get the glimpse back, but EG were defending and
he had the bloodlust. He was just foaming at the mouth. It's like, it kind of needs to be the Night Stalker doing
He knew
that.
the vision was coming too. He's like, oh, my sniper used shrapnel. This is great. We're going to get a pick off. Let's get my glimpse on. And unfortunately, I think he just got out of the shrapnel vision before a glimpse could come. So decent idea. It's one of those things where if you get a key pick off with a glimpse there, you could just blow the game wide open, like force a buyback, take a Rax. You've got Aegis, and result is you lose a Disruptor, you back off. You can take Shrines now. VP still in control.
EG looking to blow the game wide open in their favor on the back of that kill as they smoke up. They move on to mid. No one, the Aegis carrier, and Zai, a rare swing and a miss from him. Could be costly. EG now find Arteezy out on his own. This is Disruptor's time to shine. They muster the defenses. They have to push in. They can't just leave Arteezy on his own. Now he retreats. But Solo, having already committed his glimpse, can't do much to punish. It's Pasha's turn to jump in. He does cancel his RP mid-animation, so salvages the potential next round of spells. Sumail sticking around for now. Solo with that glimpse cooling down.
Ramses
And
could
both
come back
teams
in from behind.
Resetting. It's a long flank from Ramses. He's got a Shadow Blade now. He can sneak up and just massacre the support potentially. But while that was all going on, they did lose their Night Stalker in the top lane. Zion Universe combining to take him down. Meanwhile, mid, Ramses, eyes on Arteezy. A bit too tanky. That's not the ideal target. He won't find the opening. So EG, it was a little messy, but they got the kill.
Yeah. That Burrow Strike dodge from Troll, like, he didn't even know that he was about to get stunned. He just, like, stutter stepped. I think he decided, oh, I'll go back for a creep. Oh, no, I won't. And then, by sheer luck, perhaps managed to juke Sand King's Burrow there, but ultimately would have been just the Aegis being popped. I don't imagine EG would have committed to anything past the Aegis since you're grouping up for a potential RP. That would have been a very dangerous position to overcommit on, so.
Gods, you talked about the BKB black hole. Not much to deal with it this game.
There is not.
And Universe has his blink now, so.
Start finding some picks probably with this.
Can he play the hero?
Yeah. I don't think you have to find like the big 4-5-man team fight black holes necessarily, but if you can just, kill a Troll here or there. Sniper, I guess, has an Aegis, kill the Magnus. For EG, they're kind of looking to drag this game out a bit, considering how farm Troll and Sniper are right now.
Just hearing you say Troll and Sniper and farm just triggering me. I'm having horrible flashbacks.
What was that? 6.84? I don't remember. 6.83? What was the Troll Sniper patch? You know, it's
something I've blacked it out. Even as an old lover of the ho-ho-ha-ha, I can't feel good about cooking him anymore. That patch ruined him for me, Gods. Universe, though, confident here. He's going to jump in onto Ramses. Doesn't have a chance to get the BKB off. No hesitation. Lil does come in. Ramses just turns around and absolutely destroys Crit. And now he wants Universe too. Where's the backup? He's going to whiff on the axes, but Lil keeps the vision going. Meanwhile, Zai blinking in. Wants to finish off Ramses in turn. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. He gets clipped by an RP, and VP turn what looked like a bad fight into a great one. Now the Sand King Cade Solo may be going to die, but they get that Sand King too. This Troll is tough. And now finally Sumail and Arteezy arrive looking to clean up what the mess that their teammates have made, but no one's here too, keeping a little bit of plink damage on Sumail and forcing him back in turn. Ooh, that was ugly by EG.
So that's the kind of black holes I talked about. Those are the good black holes for EG. You find a solo carry, you bring him down, you black hole, then you just reset, farm, wait for the next black hole. Unfortunately, Io didn't bring in a buddy. I don't know whether the tether wore off, what happened there. I can't imagine Crit thought he could get a kill with... I don't think Universe and Crit thought they could get that kill without a tether target. He must have just somehow lost the tether as he relocated in. Because, yeah, those two heroes did not have the damage to bring down Ramses there. Big mistake from EG.
Going to see an interesting pickup here for Sumail. He's going for a Lincoln Sphere on Bristleback. This is not a common grab.
So what do
you make of this,
thinking here? Blocked some of these halberds is nice. The glimpse is actually proven to be quite problematic as well, but
there's a lot of ways to break it though. A lot of pretty spammable single target spells here.
Interesting little choice. I mean, most of the spells that you can block can be kind of nice. I mean, blocking a void isn't all too great. The Thunderstrike isn't great either, but glimpse, the silence, the halberds. Assassinate's definitely an easy way to break it, but also kind of
it's a big
hard to do
chunk,
because Sniper just wants to be auto-attacking, so he doesn't want to sit there channeling a spell to break a Lincoln.
There's a fresh Silver Edge for Ramses, and they're going to find this Blink Skewer opening. However, there is a relocate, and already Crit is revving up, but they drop the Static Storm. He still times the tether perfectly and will get it off. Well played by him, but at the same time, VP can reset RP, cooling down in 5. They haven't committed too much for this. Just the Static Storm, really. And they do stick around. That Silver Edge means with no relocate for some time, Sumail needs to be careful.
And we've seen VP, they like to write down those cooldowns for the big ultimates. They probably know there's a small window before Black Hole comes back up if they can do some damage, but realistically, it's just the range tracks they could probably chip. Is he going to go for the melee? It seems like a hard thing to get.
They're going to go in now. They jump that Sniper in the front lines, but he's got a BKB. Lil already coming in from above, and the RP's there. It's a decent one. Grabs the Venom of Arteezy. He won't get off his ult just yet. He's still controlled, but finally unleashes the Poison Nova, and VP
the heals are there now.
Immediately turning tail and looking to back. The Black Hole's cooling down soon. It's up in 5, and the burrows there from Zai. He's clipped too. EG with an excellent high ground defense, now finding no one as well. Sniper slaughtered, 3 down. VP unable to seize the initiative.
Punishing VP's initiation there, just catching the one hero in that RP. Pasha was hoping for more and was also hoping for the insta pickoff. They know, like you said, they knew there's no relocate, so they expect that if they jump a target, they can bring him down. But it just wasn't to be. We'll see a replay of this one. The IO coming in is next to the Bristle, but didn't actually bring in the Bristle from earlier. This was VP's fight that they won. Unfortunately, they weren't able to follow it up with the high ground push, and it's EG who equalize in some ways as far as the team fights go and keep themselves in their bottom racks alive.
Very tough to high ground against this team. As Zai sees an opening here, he's going to jump in, and the Black Hole gets unloaded onto Ramses. No help in sight. Solo's trying to get there, but he in turn is brought down by Arteezy. Turns that Static Storm against him with the power of the Blade Mail. 3 down, no buyback control for a full minute, and might be a window for EG to take a lane of racks, or at least a tier 3 tower. They're grouping up, and they are going to pressure.
Not the flashy black holes, but the kind of black holes that'll win you games, and Universe knows that. This troll is a key hero to kill. You stop his BKB coming out, and EG get towers off of that, get multiple core kills, and have reduced this gold lead significantly from about close to 8,000 down to just 1,000 now. Actually, EG favored after that tower. What a comeback from the boys in blue.
It's a lot of pressure on Pasha. It really feels like he's got to hit a big RP. If you don't catch the IO and you only get one hero, they're just getting relocated out most likely.
Yep.
They're not able to instantly kill someone before that relocate proc, so tough to execute their team fight, gods. For EG, there's a lot of ways to start it. The Blink Black Hole, just Bristle running in. We saw the last fight was begun by Arteezy charging into the middle of the fray, as we'll have another look at the initiation. Zai just stalling nicely. And yeah, you can see, you just get the one hero with Pasha. It's not a good enough initiation.
They don't kill him. Sniper doesn't want to hit him in the Blade Mail, I believe.
It could have been a very different fight had they finished him off while he was silenced, perhaps. But yeah, once the slight opening is there, you're not getting away from a Sand King Venomancer.
Yeah. I think VP just rushed things there. That was Pasha getting a little bit antsy. The Burrow strikes from Zai isn't even an initiation. It's just, oh, let's just protect our rack, stun a hero that's hitting them, and then go back to the high ground. And I think because of that Burrow strike, Pasha felt like, okay, now's our time to go. I got to catch those heroes grouped up, but they weren't grouped up. It was perfect positioning from EG on the high ground, and we go back to how do VP play the late game? It's got to come from the vision, and I think this is one game where we've seen the new era of Nightstalkers not prioritize the Ags, and I think for the most part it's been a very good way to build the hero. This game, though, the vision is so important to set up the Blink RPs, to allow your Sniper and Troll to position. I think not having an Ag Scepter is a big item missing for VP, so whether he should have gone for it first or not, that's kind of besides the point. I think VP, it's more they need to wait for this time. They shouldn't have been going high ground without it.
Ramses has an opening, and there they go.
Not missing that RP.
Deleted. He does have buyback. He will have Black Hole. If they can time this buyback right, they might be able to catch VP off guard. But meanwhile, VP are looking for openings. Where's that buyback? Not coming just yet. Static Storm committed onto Arteezy. Pops the blade belt, but Ramses chews through it and will find the first kill. Now the buyback. Blink Skewer away, dragging Sumail in with them. Not the ideal scenario. And then Universe comes through, locking Ramses in position. Black Hole again, just ensuring a single kill, but a crucial one as Roche is ready. And EG moving right in. There's 3 buybacks up on VP. They could heavily commit to try and contest this, but they'd be doing so with no RP, and they're not going to from the looks of things.
They'll let this one go. Not worth committing all those buybacks, and this will likely see where the Aegis ends up. Universe does not have a buyback, but I think realistically Sumail is maybe going to be the best target. No, Universe is walking forward, so maybe looking at an Enigma Aegis. He is kind of the key hero to help win them some team fights, and without a buyback, they will give him the Aegis to make sure that he is unlikely to be able to get picked off. And that's where VP, you kill this Enigma, he doesn't have buyback, you could find yourself pushing for high ground. Still anyone's game here. VP have that mag troll, the sniper, high ground defense. I mean, you think, okay, things swinging EG's way, are they going to start pushing, trying to end this game? No, no, no. VP's high ground defense is just as scary as EG, so neither team is going to have an easy time pushing high ground this game.
Very even game at 34 minutes, 16-20, but the gold discrepancy, 900 gold. That is nothing for this point in the game. It just shows you how important having these shrines up can really be. Oh, was that the relocate?
The tether wearing off, I believe it was.
Bit unfortunate.
Yeah, bit unfortunate. Universe, that's like, what, 3 black holes in a row for a solo troll? Why not?
And he knows it's important here. He's going into the Octarine just to have that lower cooldown. So.
This Enigma build's pretty absurd, like how much you can reduce the cooldown of your black hole with the cooldown reduction talent as well as Octarine. You also farm insanely fast because you've got a farming spell and conversion, but you also have a Midas, and your Midas also is affected by these cooldown reductions. So you just maintain this item progression in the late game where, oh, you've got an Octarine, and then 8 minutes later, oh, you've got a refresher now. So you farm incredibly fast. And I think EG, you could go the refresher before Octarine, but this build is going to plan out better for Universe.
Feels a lot easier for Universe to open the team fights up than the Mag right now.
Yes.
He's got the Sand King to start. He's got the relocate and the Bristleback just running in to cause chaos in the backlines for VP.
Yep.
And EG have not really had a big vision disadvantage. I think, like you mentioned, perhaps it's essential to get the Sags, and Lil has indeed been building towards it, but it's not ready yet as EG converge on the bottom lane. They're going to jump Ramses off the bat as the BKB goes for the quick TP out. Universe, no black hole for 10, but instead they're going to find the Disruptor of Solo. Nice pick there, and even drop the Static Storm as no buyback is available, gods. EG plunging down the lane and thinking about the high ground siege.
Sniper's going to have to come back and start setting up. The high ground ward could set EG up. This is a great ward to have to allow an initiation. With Universe's Enigma in the neighborhood, any vision onto Ramses' troll could spell his demise. Importantly, he does have buyback.
Timely double damage rune here on Sumail. He's hitting for almost 500 damage a thwack. The evasion, it's still a problem.
Daytime LD, this, okay, for 10 seconds only.
Zai going in, he does find no one. They tried to force that himself away, it looked like, but Universe Blinky with the BKB has the hole available, hanging onto it for now, just a threatening zoning initiation as Sumail tanks the tier 4s. He gets skewered, he will get RP, this could be problematic, but Universe squeaks in, unloads the hole, reeling Ramses back. It's not a very long hole, but it's enough, and now the double buyback comes. EG may have overplayed their hand, they need to be careful. Looks like they need to retreat. Arteezy getting pummeled as he staggers back, but he's got the cheese. Universe for now is okay. Malefic's there, so he thinks down, but Ramses engages a great 2-hero burrow strike. Sumail moving forward with the help of Zai is going to find the opening. Pasha's been forced back. Nightstalker on his heels, and VP, they're out of ammunition. They'll call the GG. Ho, ho, ha, ha. Not getting the